seen it this bad. I've lived in Australia for over 40 years and not once have I had to get ready for a cyclone. Now we're expecting Cyclone Alfred to hit tomorrow as a category 2. Now that's going to be winds of between 130 k's to 165 k's and lots of rain. We're talking about 400 mils each day. So we have to prepare the house. We have to prepare for the worst and pray for the best. So we have to secure things around the garden that are going to become missiles or could become missiles, and just make sure everything's as safe as it possibly can be. Now living in a caravan, this is going to be a whole new experience and probably one I don't want to live through. It's going to be a bit rough. I'm already here in the caravan creek and make a lot of weird, strange noises, so I might have to make the call to evacuate the caravan closer to the time, but we'll see how we go. But yeah, the birds acting weird. You can tell that they're like sensing something. Even my cat this morning was just staring out the window like in a strange way. So I don't know. All right, so time to go tidy the yard. So we have all these filled with water. I've got water still to come from the caravan, and we're going to fill up some freezer bags of water, like Ziploc bags. This is our outside freezer so that we have some extra water frozen. The other thing they're telling us to do is to fill our bathtub with water. So we fill the bathtub so we can flush the toilet, and the other tub is for drinking water. And then fill up all our canisters with water as well. Protecting the windscreen of the car. And we've moved all Mum's plants off her outside deck into the laundry area outside, so that's protected hopefully. Okay, so now I need to just get some things out of the caravan that I might need. Pack a bag, toiletries, clothes, that sort of thing. And also remove anything that I don't want to get damaged if the caravan leaks or loses its roof. Praying that doesn't happen, but you never know. So just getting some things sorted in here. And then I will move into the house. I'm going to put my stuff in this bag because I love it. It's so good. I used this when I went to New York last year. I used it to take on the plane with me, and then I used it again when I was walking around New York, and it's got so many different compartments in it, so much space. There's also a hidden section at the back here. I guess if you're traveling you can put your passports and everything in there, but it's just got so much room. It's got so much space for a laptop as well. Recommend this bag. If you're looking for a good travel bag, this is it. I'll put it in the description below. There'll be a link for you, so if you do want to have a look. But that's what I'm going to use to pack for going inside the cyclone, just in case. I'm also going to pack the kettle because Mum and Dad don't have a stovetop kettle, so if we do lose power we can use this on the gas burner we have from camping. So I love this kettle. I put this for myself as a special treat for living in the caravan. I'll also leave a link for that in the description for you, but it comes in all different kinds of colours, but I love it. So that's going to come as well. I'm going to fill it with water because we need more water just in case. I'm also going to pack my portable charger to charge my phone or anything else that might need charging. They come in very handy. Now this one I got from JB Hi-Fi, but yeah, obviously you can get those on Amazon as well. And of course I got a pink one because, you know, me, pink. Anyway, yeah, definitely need that as well just in case. So if after the cyclone passes we still don't have any power and it's daylight and I'm bored, I'm going to read a book, and I'm actually going to finish this one which I started before Christmas. It's actually a really emotional read, so I'm just reading it quite slowly, but it's Darren Hayes' memoir, and it's yeah, it's a little bit triggering, but I want to finish that, so I will try and read that. So that's going in my bag, something to read. Now because my parents live in a post-war home, they're not made to withstand cyclones like a lot of the newer houses are, so we've had to board up some of these windows just in case. Hopefully we won't need to worry about any damage, but better to be safe than sorry. Currently waiting at a doctor's appointment outside in the car, and the wind is starting to pick up and it's starting to rain, but this is the last thing I need to do before we bunker down. But yeah, it's definitely starting to turn a little bit interesting now. Quarter to 10, I think now, and the wind's meant to pick up after midday, so I'm just going for a walk around the industrial estate where there's not too many trees and the dogs, and then get back inside. So this is not far from where I live. This is an old storage shed, obviously it's been left to rot, but if the wind catches that, that's not good. So watch this post. Now this also usually goes under water, so we'll see what happens. So across the road from Mum and Dad's, we've got this little creek, I call it, and when I was a kid it always used to flood. It used to cross right over the road, right up to their sort of mid-driveway, and this is the concern because now across the road there's been industrial buildings built, and we don't know what that's going to do to the water when it comes down. So this creek does run right along their street. So we're really hoping that they've actually increased the drainage here and it's not made it worse. Okay, it's now Friday afternoon. Alfred's still not here. People are starting to get a little bit frustrated because everything's been closed for 2 days. They were waiting for the worst of it, and like all the shops are closed, the schools are closed, and transport's been shut down and everything. But they have said now that it's going to make landfall tomorrow morning. So yeah, it's a bit windy, a little bit of rain, but nothing much is happening. But I know this area floods, hopefully not too badly this time, but in 2011 all this area was completely under, because just behind me here is the Logan River, and that normally floods this whole entire area. So we'll see what happens. My dad's actually put some planks down so that I can safely get back to the caravan without slipping or standing in big puddles of water. So just going to do that. Come through here. Excuse me, guys. It's very muddy around here, so yeah, I just want to see what it's like. Oh, we're good down there.
System can produce wind gusts of up to 125 kilometres an hour. This can damage crops, trees, caravans, and blow over unsecured items. It can also cause minor damage to homes and businesses, and is strong enough to drag boats from their moorings. A Category 2 cyclone can produce destructive wind gusts of up to 164 kilometres an hour. It's dangerous to be outside during winds this speed, and visibility is typically reduced to just 50 metres with rain coming in sideways. This can cause significant damage, bringing down power lines, damaging trees and caravans. While Cyclone Alfred isn't expected to reach a Category 3 strength or higher, during this scenario, roofs can be torn from homes, sending debris flying. At this point, power failure is likely.
Good morning, you guys. It is now Saturday morning, and had a very rough sleep last night. Did hear a lot of bangs and the wind howling and stuff, and then it all settled down, and I woke up this morning to find out it's been downgraded to a tropical low, which is good news because we didn't get any damage or anything. I've come in the caravan to check to see whether anything's leaked, and we're all good. Which is excellent because I have had problems with the skylight leaking before, but we're good by the looks of it. So I brought my stuff back in here. I'm going to start unpacking a few things. We are expecting heavy rain and wind today, but not like cyclonic destructive winds. So that's awesome. But yeah, so good news for us. The Gold Coast and the coastline between here and Redcliffe sort of area is getting absolutely hammered with wind and rain, but where we are, we're a little bit more inland, and so far so good. So thank the Lord that we're all good. Anyway, carrying on, I'm just going to start unpacking a few things and then I'll give you another update later. So currently I'm just stood on the corner of a street just up from Mum's to try and warn people to turn around or turn up this little street here because it's flooded down further on this road. Some people listen, some people don't. It's very dangerous down that end because it's like two creeks that intercede each other, and it's got quite a big current, but people choose not to listen. So I'm not going to stand here too much longer, obviously, because the water's now coming up the footpath. It's not too bad down this end. But yeah, just turn that way. Oh god, no. See, I've been standing here waving, saying turn right, or turn left for them. But yeah, that way. Okay, no, people won't listen. So dangerous. Anyway, and they don't slow down either. That's the worst part. Slow down, guys. Really? I think they're just trying to get me wet. Right, well, no one's listening, so, you know, what can you do? Whoops. As far as I'm going to go because the water is actually right across here now. The other day I came along here, we walked the dogs if you remember, and I was showing you the creek. That is the creek I was talking about. So yeah, we have a bit of a flood situation happening now, and it's almost across the road, but up here at this roundabout I believe now that it'll be completely under. Now I did take footage from the other side of the road the other day, but I'm obviously not going to cross that because, yeah, this is where we're at now. This is the footpath, completely under now, just here. And people still drive through it. So it frustrates me. I'm like, seriously guys. I have my wellies on and they're starting to leak. Yeah, that's as far as I'm going to go. Look, you can see the roundabout now, it's completely flooded, so that'll do me. So here's the thing, I'm standing here pointing people up this side street, right? And they ignore me. And then we have, you know, someone standing here telling people to slow down. Most of them ignore him. Some have turned around just here, but most of them ignore him and go as fast as they possibly can, you know? But there's only so much that you can do. Slow down! Oh my god! Seriously, that's dangerous. I'm sorry guys, it's getting me really annoyed because we're trying to help people and tell them to slow down because of how dangerous it can be on this road when it's flooded. I mean, we're obviously up high and dry at the moment, but you know, it just takes someone to act a plane and who knows what damage they can do, or even like clattering to us, you know? bit of an update. The police have arrived and they're making people turn around. So this guy here ignored the police that was saying turn around and kept going, so they've gone after him now. The gall of some people, hey? So I'm currently at Gould Adams Park, which is in Kingston. I came here the other day just to show a before shot, so I'll show that here. But this is a very famous place for flooding, and it definitely flooded. So just behind me here, you can see that's the river, still overflowed a little bit, but you can actually see this way, if you look over my shoulder, right where those barricades are, there's all wash from the river there, so like reeds and branches and stuff that's washed up. So it actually covered this entire car park, and the field behind me had water over it as well. So there's been a lot of flooding in this area. But
it was area overnight. I was up to 1 in the morning dealing with emergency alerts. So the Alfred River hit its major flood level last night at about 10 o'clock.
Anybody want a barbecue? Maybe not today, or a picnic maybe? Yeah, I don't think so. Okay, it's a few days later and I am back at what I call the Red Bridge Park, which is in Beenleigh, just next to the M1. Hope you can hear me over the traffic. Now when I came the other day, I filmed some before footage and I'm going to show that to you in this video, but I just wanted to show you what it's like now as well. So there's been a few changes since we were here last, after the TC or Tropical Cyclone Alfred hit. So let me show you some before and afters. So just here, there's like a ring road that goes right around this park. The road's underwater. And over here, there's some exercise equipment, which probably is underwater as well, because behind those trees is the Logan River. So let's go check that out. So this is the Logan River, which I filmed the other day as well. It's definitely flowing really fast, and it's definitely broken its banks. This is what was overflowing into the park. So let's have a look this way. Let's cross over to this side. So in front of me is the M1 highway, and the river's definitely flowing. And as you can see, it's spilled right over here as well, and well and truly under the highway. It's pretty intense. Look how fast it's flowing. Guess we won't be going this way, guys. One of many trees that have come down in the area. A lot of people have had trees come through their house roofs and onto cars, that kind of thing. But it's just because the ground gets just so wet and the roots aren't deep enough. If you have a look there, I mean, not that deep a root system, and so lots of rain, a lot of wind just blows them over. So poor tree. That's normally just all grass, but not anymore. Now it is Monday. Tropical Cyclone Alfred hit Friday night and Saturday night. We had some severe winds. A lot of people have been without power for 3 or 4 days now. I know my two of my daughters have no power at their house and have no phone signal because some of the cell towers are down. So and I know a lot of people as well who also have no power. So we're very fortunate where we were that we didn't lose power. All we had was a bit of flooding out the front, but yeah, other than that we did okay. There's a few branches down, but a lot of people are doing it a lot worse. Lots of road closures with flooding, lots of houses have been inundated, especially further south in places like Lismore. Yeah, so we're very fortunate and this is just mild. What I've been showing you, there's been a lot worse, but I'm not in that area, thankfully. But I just wanted to show you what it's like post-cyclone, I guess. Now the Gold Coast got absolutely smashed during Cyclone Alfred, so much so that a lot of our beaches had really excessive erosion. We have massive drops now down to the beach, and this one here actually has some piping exposed that was never exposed before. I didn't even know that was there, and I've been here hundreds of times, so that must be buried underneath the sand usually. The tide has come right in up to the sort of retaining wall, not retaining wall, it's actually a sheer drop with the sand just because of the erosion. That drop's never there usually, but I reckon probably about a 4 or 5 metre drop. So this is where you normally go down onto the beach, but unfortunately if you go down there you've got about a 4 or 5 metre drop onto the beach now. So there's a bit of an area here that opened up so that you can come down and have a bit of a look. So the water never came up this far. Oh my goodness, like that is huge. You can see now the drop here. It used to be just a steady little slope up to street level, but you can see how much sand has been washed away. That's a couple of metres just there. Let's pan around the other side. You can see, compared to that guy actually, how much sand that is. It's crazy. It's going to take a while for this to be made beautiful again, but Surfers Paradise is one of the best beaches in Australia. Well, Gold Coast beaches, not just Surfers Paradise, and a lot of them have just been decimated by Cyclone Alfred. It's pretty bad damage all the way along the coast pretty much. So sad. Can't believe the damage the cyclone has done. Well, I hope you enjoyed this vlog, guys. I know it's not really a cheerful vlog really, it's just a bit of behind the scenes, but if you did enjoy it, please give me a thumbs up and don't forget to hit subscribe down below, and hopefully I'll be back soon. I know it's been a while and we'll touch on that in the next video, but until then guys, have a great week. See ya!